Hi, my name is Cindy. If you're new to my channel, I make beauty and fitness and lifestyle videos. I do all kinds of stuff from hair and makeup, nails, and I just try all kinds of things, unboxing. But today we're going to look at an order I got in from Dashing Diva. I ordered these myself and paid for them myself. We're going to look at some nails. These are press-on nails because I have to protect my nails. You know, I've just ruined them multiple times with chemicals and stuff. So these are supposed to be no glue needed and new strong adhesive. Plus, I also purchased with my order this Red Therapy base coat Prime. So I used that instead of just the plain old Sally Hansen, which I didn't think anything was wrong with the Sally Hansen, but I thought if this was better, if it would help them stick better, then that's what I want to do. It was a little bit more expensive. I think it was $9.99 for 0.23 of an ounce, where the Sally Hansen was like $4 or $5 maximum for like 0.45 an ounce. But if it'll help them stay on, it'll be worth it. And one problem, I wore a set of Kiss a few weeks ago. I picked up at the drugstore. And one thing that I noticed about them was the adhesive just sort of go, my nails are long, and so I want nails long enough to reach them so I don't have to cut my nails. Now, I did cut my thumbnail because this one kind of snapped off. Last week, I did my nails last Sunday, but I did not record it because it was a package we'd already done before, and I'd had another video to put in its place. But I did do a short yesterday, so you can see them, and they held on real good. But when I was taking off, it snapped off the tip of this one. But last week it was, I went ahead and put it on, but it was tore anyway, so I wasn't surprised. So I went ahead and cut this one down just a little bit, so it wouldn't be quite so long. And, you know, they get kind of long anyway. So let's get going. Let's look at these real quick after I get a drink. And then we're going to put these down. And I forgot my paper towel, but anyway. So here's a set. They're little blue seashells with little diamonds on them, or rhinestones. And these are called Magic Press Design. And there's 30 in here. And new, stronger adhesive. We're going to see. Now, these are pretty. And these have 30 in there, so they should be enough for 2 sets. You know, if you're not too fussy. And these are no glue needed design, the same as the other, and they got pink and yellow and orange, all kinds of colors. These are also design. They're little pink French tips. You know, pink is my color. And these are designed. They're yellow French tips with cherries. Would y'all think we would like to wear these today? I mean, I like them all. I wore pink all last week. The week before we had blue. I kind of like these little seashells. How about we do these today, and then we'll do something else over there. And I still have a bunch of semi-cured gel nail strips, so we're not stopping that. And I've already, you know, put this top coat on, so we're not going to do that. So let's move the camera down. Out. Now, these we're going to do blue again. It's either going to be the blue or these pink, orange, and yellow. How about pink, orange, and yellow? Because I wore blue a couple of weeks ago, just the other week. So let's do these. And the last time was Kiss. I've still got those. We'll wear the others that in a little while. Those were super pretty. They were some baby blue French tips with like some little pearls on them. So. Okay. It comes with a little teeny tiny file and a little teeny tiny push stick and some alcohol pads, which I will save those. Those are for when you're prepping your nails. But it looks like is there one or two? Looks like just one alcohol pad. So I'm sure they would prefer us just do this with one set. So let's pick us out our nails real quick. These are a little bit longer. They was about the same length the other day, or the other set. So these are considered medium which like if you use the free nails and like the regular tips, like for acrylic and stuff, these would be considered short, but they're medium for press-ons. So I want us to have enough for 2 sets. So they don't have to have every single color on every single finger. You know, we might or we might not. So these yellows, these here are all okay. So if I have 2 yellows, we'll use a big yellow. But if I don't, we'll use pink. These pinks are kind of big. They fit that hand. So maybe I need to use a pink and a yellow. So that not to, there's supposed to be 30 nails in here. Probably mostly the medium colors. Do I count 30? I think, you know, if you're not too fussy, you could get 2 sets out of this. But the thumbs and the pinkies are the ones you're going to have to not be particular over. Okay, since this right hand is bigger, we're going to use 1 pink on the right hand, not the real super big one. I'm afraid that that will come loose. And, well, we may have to use the super big one. Okay, so we'll use this big pink one on the right hand and this yellow one. This pink would be too big for the left hand. And I'm going to have to file my nail down a little bit, not down, but sideways where it's not so fat, not so wide. I wish they had like square, and they don't. They just had round, which round works pretty good. They might have had some coffin, but it's been my experience that coffin didn't fit as well. So this will be okay. But if you look, the adhesive doesn't go all the way up. So that's where I'm thinking that might be a problem. It goes almost up. Let's try to file this down just a little bit. Make it a little bit smaller. There's no cutting these like with the strips. So it's a little bit smaller. And you can, because I did, if they, so they're going to have 1 yellow on one hand and 1 pink on the other hand. And that way I'll have another set. And I think the pink, unless it would have been just too, this one would have been way too small. And this one is just way too big because my left hand's smaller than my right hand. So let's see what we're going to get for the pointer finger. Want that one. It can be a little bit smaller. Now then, we need a pointer finger for the right hand, which is a little bit bigger hand. We can use, say about this one. I think it, okay, that's kind of small. Now we don't want to use pink because we've got pink on the thumb. So this little lavender one looks okay. Lavender, yellow, orange, lavender. Now the middle fingers, they're kind of big fingers. This is kind of squared. I'm afraid that he would just be too big. He might not be. But he might be. Okay, here's a pink one for this hand. Well, we might not get 2 sets out of these because you have to have the right size. Just because there's 30 nails doesn't mean there's 30 nails the right size. So this one here, I could probably use it, but I need to file it down a little bit. Make it a little bit smaller. Because otherwise he wouldn't fit anything. It's too small for a thumb and too big for a middle finger. I'm going to curve the bottom a little bit more. I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, but I am. On the like regular nails, like that you put for acrylic and stuff, that's a tad longer than my natural nail. See, he's a lot taller than that pink one though too. Yeah. I don't think the Kiss I had this much issues finding the right size. But I wasn't as particular either. He's a little bit longer than my natural nail, not much. We'll give this a try, that one. That one there really might be too small. That's way too big. Okay. I think we're just going to have to use this one that's a little on the small side. And this is way bigger than I would like. Okay, we don't have any choice. We got to use that one. I really can't find anything that would fit that finger. I could use another pink one, but then if I tried to do another set, it wouldn't fit. How about that one's going to go chunked if I don't use it. Orange is too little. Yeah, we don't have any choice. We don't really have any other sizes. I don't think it's too wide now. We will see. Now the 4th finger. Let's see about the orange for the 4th finger. That 4th finger is okay. Oh, we just used one orange. Let's do orange on this side. Okay, so this 4th finger is okay. Let's see about a lavender for the other 4th finger. So I thought you could do 2 sets, but I don't know now. because they're so, you know, you got to get the right size. This is extra small. That's cute. What is this? How does that compare? So we have a whole bunch of like medium-sized nails. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. I think I'd rather go too small than too big. Okay, let's just get started. So just pull these things off. We've already got the base coat on. We've got them sized out. And I don't think these are as easy to size than the Kiss ones were. You can't really see. Sorry about that. I've got them laid out on the ground, so, or on the table. Put them on. So I stuck a yellow on this pinky. He might be a little bit bigger than the pink one here, but that is a little bit bigger finger too. And you're supposed to keep your hands out of water for about an hour. And it says new, stronger adhesive. I mean, they're going on a lot easier than the strips, but the strips, you can cut them. So this one, well, we got two pinks in a row, or two pinks on this hand. That's okay. And I will let you guys know next week or in a short or something. So we're not going to put that middle finger on yet. I'm still debating whether to use that one or just throw it away. Because with me filing it off, then that means that cuticle part, I dropped it, is going to be extra thin. I mean, extra thick. Then a yellow. So this is probably going to get chunked. I'm probably not going to use it because the cuticle part's going to be extra thick. It's not going to curve right. And then I can't really be a judge if I've gone through and manipulated their nails. So we're going to pick another one. We're going to have pink for the thumb and lavender for the pointer. We could do a pink. Because it doesn't do you any good to do two sets if they're not going to fit right and it's going to pop off and look funny. So I found another pink that might fit. So we're going to go ahead and commit ourselves. And so we need to keep our hands out of water for an hour. Now we just this one thumb. I did kind of file this one down, but I didn't have to do as much filing, so I'm thinking it'll be okay. So I'm telling you what were these of set? I don't remember what they were set. I had it found online a 10% off coupon. So let's see if there's any sides we need to file down. Like this finger here, my nail's sticking out of it a little bit. So I'm going to kind of file it a little bit, my natural nail. So this is what they look like. Are they going to last the whole week? What does the box say? It doesn't say. It just says Magic Press. New super strong adhesive. It says patented mega hold adhesives. No glue needed. Wear up to 10 days. Well, we'll see if they'll last a week. Then this is the back with the instructions. They're just like the Kiss. And if you want them, this was the bottle of the Red Therapy base coat that I used. So I've definitely given it every chance it should get. This said something about apply Red Therapy base shield before applying Magic press-ons, or in between applications to naturally conceal damage. Okay, that's what we did. I saw something about here. It said velvet fibers or something. So, okay, so I'm going to keep my hands out of the water. And, you know, maybe I should have done the others, but this is the ones we did. Next time, I don't know what we'll do. We'll either do more press-ons or we'll do some semi-secure gel nails. I like them both. I kind of like these because they look like they're sculptured nails the way they pin up, but you don't want anything that's going to look cheap like press-ons. But a lot of times, even if I paid money and had them done, they still always look cheap and crappy on me. You know, for acrylics, I'd go to the mall, which granted, I think there's a whole lot better individuals out there doing it, but I don't know them. It's just easier for me to go to a place that was open, and they never looked that good. You know, I did it for years, and then I tried to do my own for a long time. Did Color Street for a while, but we're going to give these a try, see how they look. So, thank you for watching. I will keep you filled in and tell me what you think. Do you think they look like crap? Do you think they look cheap? They look like press-ons? What do you like? Do you like the semi-cured better? Or what? So let me know, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.